Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I always like to take a look at everything that's going on and try and, figure out what the heck is going on because I'm kind of a problem solver. That's what I do, okay? As we deal with this situation here, we know the Texans have after 17 years, their team president has actually, resigned. They've got a situation down there that's ugly. I think Deshaun Watson is already traded. They just don't know where to. I don't think he'll ever play another down there. We know Carson Wentz situation with Howie, and all that is asking for too much and things. And of course, we have some of you out there that say, why should the Cowboys take a chance on Dak? Dak is gone. Well, I've got a couple of things I want to go over with this whole situation. First thing, I don't think Dak's planning on going anywhere. I don't think he's planning on going anywhere. He's close to his family that's in Louisiana. He's got his place in Prosper. Hell, he's built a football field there. And when you see what he's doing here, let's check out this clip right now, okay? Yeah, check this clip out here and we'll talk about it after.
Would you like to see the World Cup 2026 be here?
100% would love to see the World Cup be right here in Dallas. Can't begin to even explain the excitement I'd have, a lot of my friends would have, I'm sure the city of Dallas. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing.
So while Jerry Jones is buying wine at 7-Eleven, Dak Prescott is trying to bring more business to Dallas and putting his name behind it and helping it. If that helps to bring the World Cup to Dallas, the amount of money that will be made from a World Cup. I remember when the World Cup was, one of the host cities was Washington, D.C., and the amount of people and money and infrastructure that was done was huge. So beyond just looking out for Dak Prescott, he's looking out for the city of Dallas, because if you have a business in Dallas, trust me, if the World Cup comes, everybody gonna get paid. It is unbelievable. So I'm sitting here thinking why we have all of this drama, and it kind of hit me. One of the reasons may be is because A, Jerry Jones doesn't want to be left out. Seriously. I'll give you a story. I remember when Michael and Michaela, my two kids, we were out in the backyard and we were making a garden. And Michael and Michaela started fighting. Michaela says, "Dad, Michael keeps taking my dirt." And I'm like, "Michael, why are you taking her dirt? Leave her dirt alone." And then it hit me. Y'all are fighting over dirt. I'm like, wait a minute. There's dirt everywhere. What are you fighting for? Are you crazy? And so we moved on from the dirt conversation. But this feels like, as we know, the Texans got a disgruntled quarterback. As we know, the Seattle Seahawks have a disgruntled quarterback. As we know, Aaron frickin' Rodgers is kind of disgruntled. We know Carson Wentz is kind of disgruntled. That all of these quarterbacks, the only one that seems to be happy right now is Tom Brady, who seemed to be a little tipsy today, celebrating. So Jerry Jones is probably saying, I don't want to be outdone by all these other guys. I need my quarterback disgruntled too. Let's make it ugly. The other thing I'm trying to figure out is, with Jerry Jones having a wine cellar allegedly at his house that has over 1,400 bottles of wine in it, why you go to 7-Eleven to get some more wine? And here's my thought on that is, I know Dallas, I know the Jones family is increasing the size of the business park that they have in Fresno, putting two more buildings, 300 square foot, in there. And I'm sure that, maybe he needed a couple of bottles of wine because you don't want to go to a gathering or a dinner party and thing without having some. And maybe you don't want to use your good stuff. So you stop by 7-Eleven and get some, some okay bottle. Hey, here's some wine. So you don't go in empty handed. But here's what I get that sounds cool and that's understandable. I don't think Jerry Jones is broke and his wine cellar's empty or anything like that. The part I don't understand is Jerry Jones, who has not one but two helicopters and flies in to the stadium. Jerry Jones has got a 320-foot long yacht who rolls on into the Super Bowl and stays on that. Has lots of people that I imagine have to take care of all these things. He's not flying the helicopter. He's not driving the boat. Why is it they pull up to 7-Eleven and Jerry goes in to get the wine? Surely he's got a chauffeur driving. Is Jerry driving himself? I mean, I can imagine that Jerry's in the car. Oh, man, we can't go empty-handed. We need to get some wine. So how come Jerry went in to get the wine? And maybe what it is Jerry Jones is just cheap. Jerry Jones will do everything himself. Why am I going to pay that guy to go in there to get me a couple bottles of wine? Well, I can walk in there. I can grab one here, grab one there. Because I might be giving him a $50 bill. He might not bring back my change, or I got to give him a little tip. If I go in there, I ain't got to tip him. I'm just assuming that's what it is. The final thing on this is, I'm going to ask a dumb question because, or I'm going to try and answer a dumb question. Because people say, well, they are being smart because they're not risking Dak Prescott because he's coming off of an injury. Yet, the Rams are taking risks on Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford's had a fractured backbone or pelvis, messed up shoulder. In fact, Matthew Stafford, I want to say, has been on the injury report 23% of the time of games he's been eligible. But the Rams aren't hesitating to risk trading Jared Goff, 3 picks, and gambling on him. Carson Wentz has been ass for several years. Last good year he had, really, let's be honest now. Let's be honest, was 2018. But teams are willing to gamble and risk that they can turn him around. Now, which gamble would you rather take? That you can turn Carson Wentz around, or that Dak Prescott's ankle heals? Because it doesn't matter what you do in football, everything is a risk. Everybody is a Ryan Shazier one play away from losing a player. San Francisco 49ers gambled that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to be their guy. Well, it didn't work out. Kansas City Chiefs gambled that Pat Mahomes was going to be the guy and let Alex Smith go. And they were right. But for every Pat Mahomes situation, there's 10 that aren't. And everything you do is a risk. So I don't know where you go and say, we have a sure bet that's going to work. Because last I checked, there are no sure bets in the draft, in free agency. winning a game, and that's all I got for you. All right, y'all. Hope you guys are having a great day. It's beginning to snow / rain a bit out here, which is going to make it interesting because I haven't got my stove yet. That doesn't come till tomorrow. So I'll be outside cooking my bacon, blue cheese, jalapeno, mushroom burgers for my keto diet. So, and my keto video will be up at 5. So everybody who wants to know what we did yesterday, it'll be for you there at 5. All right. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to have more on this whole thing of taking risk and things on players and looking at guys like Matthew Stafford and so on. People are thinking about taking flyers and risk on guys like Sam Darnold. They're getting calls, and Marcus Mariota. So I just don't know what Cowboy fans want. I just don't know. Because you know what? I believe that Dak Prescott could say, you know what? I'll take a $20 million a year deal. And I bet you Cowboy fans would say, oh, man, we don't need no cheap-ass quarterback. We need one of them expensive quarterbacks, because Dak taking $20 million because he ain't a good quarterback. That's what it would be. That's what it would be. All right, man. I will catch y'all later.